This is the CHRILLCAST. I'm Chris.
And I'm Billy Not Will.
And this is Zenghilios.
And today is Manic Monday. I'm going to do it the Will way. Manic Monday. And you guys are watching the CHRILLCAST. Who else do I have here? I have Billy, which is from the YouTube channel VISNAWesome. Billy, tell everybody about your channel while I type this in.
One day I'm going to come up with a really good description, but right now I make gaming videos, movie reviews, Wish.com reviews, and I tell you about Kids' Choice Awards one time because I got a lot of views and it was fun. But other than that, man, I just have a good time on my channel, and and then Chris lets me come back on here sometimes, and it makes my day.
Just so you know, Billy is officially part of our podcast. If you look at the bottom of any webpage, CHRILLCAST.com, it says, the CHRILLCAST is a podcast hosted by Chris and Will, and sometimes Billy and Timmy. There you go.
Very nice.
All right, Zenghilios, tell us about your channel.
Okay, so I do a lot of reaction videos for DC, Marvel, stuff like that, mainly the Arrowverse. We got a big fan community over there. I'm trying to push more towards Halo as Infinite nears. I was trying to focus my channel to be more Halo-oriented, but as Hidden Xperia has sucked up that whole portion of the Halo community, I just kind of waited. But yeah, I mainly do reaction videos and Halo videos here and there. It's mainly my niche.
And he's got over 165,000 views on his channel, so he's killing it. Go to youtube.com/this. Well, you guys can't see this. Just type in Zenghilios, and that will pull up his channel. He's the only channel spelled that way. Very unique spelling. Do you have a custom URL?
I believe so, yeah. It should be just /Zenghilios.
Let's see if it works. Nope. See, that's what I was thinking.
Getting there, man. No.
Let's see if this works.
I thought I did. I don't know how that my whole / anytime I type in / Zenghilios, it comes up.
Huh. Okay. We'll have to figure that out later. But if you type in Zenghilios, you will find his channel 100%. Go subscribe. Also, VISNAWesome. As always, subscribe to him. If you've been watching our channel this long and you haven't subscribed to VISNAWesome, what are you doing with your life? All right.
Oh, you're making my day.
So today...
Yeah, go subscribe.
Oh, I love you guys. You go subscribe to these guys. They're way better than me.
Yeah.
So our main topic is going to be the Marvel Avengers game coming out on September 4th, 2020. But before we get into that, we're going to talk about two things prior to. And actually, I'm sorry, Zenghilios, I'm changing the first thing. The Xbox Live Gold not going to be free thing. That's been covered a bajillion times by now. I want to talk about the Halo Infinite delay since we haven't gotten a chance to talk about that yet. What do you guys think about the Halo Infinite delay and the rumors that potentially Halo Infinite will no longer be coming to the Xbox One?
I am at my biggest thing is because I've been talking to a lot of people about it in my line of work. It's like the only thing anyone's been talking about, but I'm a little weirded out because of them delaying it, I don't really know what Xbox has on the plate, like in terms of like coming out of the gate with the Xbox Series X. Like they don't.
Forza.
Yeah, listen, it can only get you so far, man. Halo is why we come back, but I don't know. It's different for me. Like I was kind of hoping that was going to be one of their starters, and now it's kind of like up in the air. So I don't know.
Overall, it's very divisive for me because I'm a longtime Halo fan. Halo was the first game I ever played, and I want the game to be good. We've already waited 6 years for this game, so I just want it to be good. So overall, the delay has me more happy and excited than disappointed, just because after Halo 5 and Halo 4, I don't want to repeat that again. I don't think anyone does. So I just want 343, just like, take another year or two. I don't care. Just give us a good game. That's all I want. Same goes for movies. If you're going to delay a movie to make it better, go for it. Props to you. I respect that decision. So I just hope 343 knows what it's doing, knows what the fans want, and have listened to us. That's my big concern there. I really hope this isn't just because of COVID and that they're trying to take it seriously and do a good job.
Yeah, I would agree with that. The only aspect that we haven't really talked about yet or hit on is the fact that they may have reneged on their promise to bring it to the Xbox One family of consoles. Now, I have heard some other thoughts that potentially they would bring the full-blown version of xCloud to the Xbox One series of consoles, and then you would play Infinite via the xCloud, which would, I don't know, it's still kind of a cheap way to do it, but it would at least allow people from the Xbox One family of consoles to play the game. But at the same time, if I can't buy the physical disc and play it that way, I don't feel like it's the same thing. How do you guys feel about that?
I'm huge on physical, so I agree. Let me ask one question too. What are they planning to bring it to? Is it going to be like PC exclusive, or is it going to be?
Oh no, it'd be next gen. It's not the. It would be on the Xbox Series X, Series S,
But not on the one.
but not on last gen. They're talking about potentially taking it off. That's the rumor. I just heard this on the Spawn Wave, so it's still like grain of salt type rumor. But everybody's saying as long as they still bring it to the Xbox One in some format, such as xCloud, most people are okay with that. I fall into the family of people that are not okay with it, regardless, because it has been promised since they originally released data on it that it was going to come to the Xbox One family of consoles. There's got to be some way to scale the graphics successfully and have a good game with good game mechanics on all systems.
My only thing that I think would be, because I like, for example, not to change the subject kind of, but with Ratchet and Clank with the PS5, right? They can only put that out because it has the solid state drive and it's loading levels at like a quick rate. That's the only reason I could see them saying something along those lines, because of like quick loading speeds. But I mean, rendering graphics, like you said, like I feel like they should have some kind of way to be able to port it to the Xbox One with no issue. I mean, in my opinion, but I could be wrong.
Overall, I think it'd be a big mistake not porting it to the Xbox One. You have a huge family of players over there that rely on the Xbox One as a console, and I really think failing to put it, or port it, I should say, on the original one is going to be not just disappointing, but also a really bad move for both marketing and making money in general. It's like PlayStation, I think it's going to learn the hard way with their controllers and not making their PS4 controllers compatible with PS5. I think it's going to be a similar situation here. You're really going to cut out a large part of the Halo and Xbox community if you don't port it to the Xbox One. Like Billy was saying, that there's a way to do it. I just think they just need to find the will.
That's actually a debate I haven't weighed in on yet. The fact that the DualShock 4 is not compatible with the PS5, but in my opinion, every console prior to this one has basically obsoleted the previous generation's controller. Why would we think this generation would be different? Well, that's because Microsoft changed the game by saying the Xbox One controllers would be compatible with the Xbox Series X controllers. That shouldn't be the expectation, but it is consumer friendly for Xbox to do that. So that's my personal take on it. Is like the expectation in my mind was never that previous gen controllers were going to work with the next gen. The last time that happened was what, the PS1 to the PS2. Those ones were compatible, but they weren't compatible for all games. If you didn't have a DualShock, like it wouldn't always work with every game. But technically, the PS1 controllers I think were compatible with PS2 games. But other than that, I can't think of very many scenarios where full blown compatibility worked, unless you include the Wii U. That's kind of an odd console. And then
Yeah.
the Wii kind of worked with GameCube controllers, half baked, but that wasn't for all games. But in general, in my opinion, like the expectation is usually when you buy a brand new console, a brand new controller's coming with it, and you would have to buy more of those brand new controllers. You know, it's not like the PS5's coming with no controllers.
Yeah.
Fair enough. That's a fair point.
So that's my personal take. You guys have any other thoughts on the Halo Infinite delay?
I think we
Take your
covered it
time.
pretty well.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, the WB Montreal Batman game has finally been revealed to be Gotham Knights. I don't know a lot about it. I'm not a huge... I like DC. I like Batman, but I'm not huge on the Arkham games. So if you guys have any thoughts, that would be definitely accepted, since I don't have a whole lot.
I will make mine short and sweet because I know Zang probably has a lot more that he wants to say. So
or a reaction he's going to do later.
Exactly.
So maybe he doesn't want to say a lot.
I am very excited. I love DC, and all of you DC fans out there, I love you to death. I don't like Batman. He's the only one I don't like. But oh my God, Zane, come back. Listen, I love the Bat family though, dude. I love Dick Grayson. I love Jason Todd. I love Tim Drake. I love Babs. I'm so excited that they're putting all these people in the limelight and they're getting their own game. Like, it is such a big step in the right direction in my eyes. I never thought they'd be brave enough to take that step, and I'm really happy that they're actually giving the Bat family a chance, because Batman has had like 4 games now, and not even counting all the older ones like Super Nintendo and everything. But I'm so excited. That's all I want to say. But it is on you, Zang. Go on, my friend.
I can't be excited because I have no idea what you telling me that Jason Todd and Barbara and all of them are in it is the first time I've heard about this. So now you got me really excited, but I haven't seen any gameplay or anything like that. I was going to react to it, but
No!
Based on the rumors I saw, I figured it was going to be a Court of Owls game, and I know at the end of Arkham Knight, Batman died allegedly, and I'm assuming that's where, I don't know if it's a sequel or a different universe or what they're doing there, but if it is a sequel, then I can see what the direction they might go, and they're all trying to pick up pieces where Batman left off and stuff. And overall, I'm just super excited to see what they do. If it is like a Bat Family Arkham style game, I'm very intrigued for that if they pull it off. Kind of tying like what they're doing with the Suicide Squad game, similar team-based game there. Also made by, like Will was saying earlier, or Chris was saying earlier. Was it saying not Montreal? It was Rocksteady.
Yeah, Rocksteady. That's what we talked about off air. We talked about that.
Yeah.
Rocksteady did all of the Arkham games through 2013.
Yeah, that's what it was. And I think that the fact that these two companies are releasing these type of games within a close time frame, I'm really interested to see how they are going to be different from one another, if you are saying that it is a Bat Family game. So I hope they're very unique, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'm getting more excited the more you guys get excited. I don't know, it's like contagious when people get excited about stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, that sounds good now. Maybe I'll have to play this.
Support the life of this game. Is going to be so good. Please, everybody. It's great.
I think Zenghilios should still do a reaction. I don't think you've given enough away, Billy, so...
Zang, I love you, buddy. I'm so sorry. I feel so bad.
No, it's no problem. I'll still react to it. All I know are the characters in it, so that's...
Yeah, he can still get really excited about this. If he sees some game mechanics that look really cool, he could be like, whoa!
Yeah.
And then also talk
really
about it.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Chris.
Why don't we move on to the Avengers before Billy gives away too much for you?
I won't. I promise.
So the Marvel Avengers game. I actually, you know what? I screwed up. I had stuff up literally ready for all of these things. So here's the Marvel Avengers 2020 video game cover, and that was the cover you saw on the thumbnail intro. The Marvel Avengers game is coming out on September 4th, 2020. There is a bunch of betas, 7 through 9. The PlayStation Advantage got a pre-order, which I found interesting. They gave PlayStation the first shot at it. And then the 14th through 16th of August, you got the PlayStation Advantage Open Beta. This is for people who have pre-ordered the PlayStation and the Xbox or PC for closed beta. And then the August 21st is Open Beta for everybody who has pre-ordered or otherwise ready to go. So that is all already happened by the time this episode comes out. And the other thing to note is that Spider-Man will be exclusive to the PlayStation 4 console and probably the PS5. I'm assuming this is coming out in both generations of consoles. But yeah, so the first thing I want to talk about is, what do you guys think of this Marvel game, what you've seen, and any concerns you might have? I know previously with Spencer Presley during our kind of Persona week with he does SMT Network, so we did a lot of Persona and Shin Megami Tensei stuff with him. He made the comment that how a company can make the Final Fantasy VII HD game and then also make this, which he alluded to this being kind of a dumpster fire of a game. I'm not really sure, but that was the illusion I got from what he said. What do you guys think of this game?
Zang, before I say anything, I love your background.
Thank you.
I I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm kind of worried. I think the game looks really good. Like, I played a little bit of the demo or the beta, and I don't. It kind of feels like how Destiny started, where like Destiny was kind of getting his wings for a while, and it took a little while before they kind of got into the role of what it is now. I'm excited to see where they go with it, but I still think it's going to need some polish before I'm like 100% into it. Like, I feel like the combat is like a little. I don't want to say it because I really am hoping this game does good, but I just feel it's a little bland. I'm really excited for the game. I hope they add like a ton of characters down the line, and I'm really excited to see what kind of continuity they add to it, especially including Spider-Man. But I don't know. I wasn't super impressed with the beta, but I'm hoping that they blow me away with the full game.
It's so funny that you said Destiny because it's exactly what Spencer said. Anyways, what do you got, Zenghilios?
Overall, I am very understanding and very angry about the Spider-Man decision. That's the first thing I want to say. Sony has the rights to Spider-Man, so I mean, if you were surprised about that, it was bound to happen. But there are more characters coming out, I believe, Billy. There was a somewhere in the game code or something. There was tons, like 14 characters that were going to be in the game somewhere, someplace. So I don't know what's going on with that, or if that's just rumor, or if it's true. I'm not sure. But I heard there are tons more characters coming in. I have not played the game yet. I have seen the gameplay, and like you were saying, I also hate to say it, but it does look kind of bland. Like I was saying earlier with the other Batman games, is how is this going to be unique to any other team-based beat-em-up game? And I'm just concerned that other than the fact that each character has their own individual traits, like we're seeing here, they all play differently. I just don't know if that's enough to, once you beat the campaign, then what? What do you do? Is it like that's it? You're done? And I just don't know if it can carry itself with post-game content. That's the number one thing I'm worried about. And just seeing the trailer again and the beta gameplay, I'm just like, it's cool, but I don't know. It has me really concerned. But...
Battle Royale. It's
coming. Marvel Battle Royale.
No.
with destructible environments.
Yep.
Oh,
that
God.
would be insanity. That would be insanity. It's like Crackdown 3 meets Marvel Avengers.
No.
Oh.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But I have to say, from what I've read on this and what I've watched other people playing this, the Hulk needs to be in an open area. You cannot really play the Hulk in a closed off area, especially not in the beta, because none of his powers are good for short range combat.
You know what's funny is, like, when you say the Hulk, you think short range combat.
I know, it's so funny. But I've heard he just doesn't work well in close quarters. Because he's just too big for the screen.
I will say that I love that Sony is like holding on to Spider-Man for the life of them. I love Spider-Man, but I understand Sony. I get it, but that's
he's
funny.
The
it just was
single
funny.
most financially profitable character of the entire Marvel universe.
Oh yeah, I agree.
I would believe that.
That's what I remember reading that somewhere, and I was like, huh, I never would have thought that. But ever since Tobey Maguire made him super famous. No, I'm just kidding. He's always been famous. Spider-Man's always been up there. But yeah, it's interesting to get the exclusivity thing going on again in another generation of consoles when really there wasn't a whole... I didn't feel like there was a lot of exclusivity as far as character DLC in the previous gen. I don't remember there being a lot of it. How about you guys? Yeah. You remember there being a whole lot of exclusivity with that in the previous gen?
I don't think so. I think I mean, all of the other games they've done before. No, I think this is really one of the at least biggest times I can remember that them like Sony really holding on to Spider-Man. So I don't know.
Well, to be fair, they haven't had Spider-Man that long.
No, that's true.
The time I can think of big exclusivity moments in the previous generation was the Spider-Man game. But other than that,
full-blown game.
Also Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't really know of any exclusive characters that Sony was holding on to, other than their property-owned characters like God of War and Last of Us and stuff. But in regards to just Marvel characters, there wasn't a lot of exclusiveness going on there.
See, I think they should take the Marvel versus Capcom format and just let's just do Marvel versus DC finally. Let's do that.
They
Then we can
have
see-
a game.
I know they have one, right? From a while
Yeah.
back. Well, let's do a next gen one.
Yeah,
And then see if Sony still holds Spider-Man back.
I'm for
No,
it.
that'd be awesome, dude. You could see Oliver Queen blow away Hawkeye. It would be so cool. I'm so excited.
Had respect that you said Oliver Queen would take down Hawkeye, not the other way around.
Oh, dude, all day. I'm with it. Come on.
Yeah, but what about Iron Man versus Superman?
Superman.
Superman,
He's an overpowered boy. He could probably throw half of the Marvel universe into the sun. But there's a few Marvel players that I think could totally take Superman out. Superman, he's not crazy hard. You just gotta throw a child into danger, and then he's probably gonna be out of it for a bit.
And if we do get DC in a fighting game, I want the Watchmen in there too. Not the new Watchmen, the old Watchmen.
That would be cool, man. I would love. DC has been doing a lot more with Watchmen lately, and I think I'm very happy that they're doing that.
Let me rephrase that. I have not seen the HBO series. I have seen the movie. I loved the movie. I don't know anything about the HBO series. I know it exists.
Neither do I.
Yeah, I haven't watched it either. I wish I had. I heard good things about it though.
I've heard good
I was
and
waiting
bad
to react.
things. So anyway, let's see what else do I have on here. Oh, just out of curiosity, is there anything else from the Marvel universe that's coming soon that you guys want to talk about, or DC universe that's coming out soon that you guys want to talk about before we close this one out?
I'll just say if anyone hasn't checked out DC Fandom, please go rewatch that because oh my god, they put out so many great things. That's it.
Everything. 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 That's what I'm excited for. God damn, yesterday. Everything. Batman, Suicide Squad, Flash again, Suicide Squad, the game. Oh man, brain hurts. Snyder Cut, everything.
When is the Snyder Cut coming?
Sometime next year.
Okay.
And 4 episodes, 1-hour episodes, something like that.
Besides the Snyder Cut, I'm interested if the Disney Studios will ever release the Lucas cut of Rise of Skywalker. That's the other thing I want to hear about.
No, give me the Lucas cut of Revenge of the Sith. That is what I want. A 4-hour version. That is what I want.
I wonder if there's a whole epilogue to the movie that he didn't release.
Oh man.
Anyway, as always, I'm Chris.
And I'm Will, not Billy. Or no. Oh my god, other way around.
My bad. That's my fault. And I'm Zang.
And we will see you
On the next CHRILLCAST.
Oof.